Previously, in episode 3, Emefa went back to the archives. An unfinished skirt from spring 2025 became the foundation for something new. Weeks of trial and error followed. Different weights, pleated experiments, and intense deliberation.
No, it looks weird.
Eventually, the lantern skirt took shape, and the silhouettes were set. Now, it was time to develop the print.
Alright, it is 5:10 on September 30th still. I'm about to head to the printer in North York to give him our fabrics. I wonder, can I do this? Let's try.
Every collection tells a story. For ISRAELLA KOBLA, the story of BLOOMSTATE began not with fabric or thread, but with a print.
Some fabric is getting delivered today, and then I'm also going to head to North York to drop some of the fabric off at the printers so they're ready to go once the print is finalized. You see that? The yellow is good, but then this is it looks blue. It should be like a teal. So we are trying to problem solve why this version 2 of the print is not, the lines are showing up green, they're not showing up black. Okay, these are good. This is good.
What looked right on screen didn't always look right on fabric.
And it was printed on the shiny side, which it should have been printed on the matte side. So that's also going to have an impact. For this one that I said I'm trying to copy, it has this like pale yellow tinge versus the pure white of the shirt. So this pale yellow tinge definitely influenced the color a little bit. And so I'm trying to recreate this, but for printing on pure white. Oh, yeah. I think this background is good.
That color is nice.
What about this one?
Is too yellow.
Too yellow?
This is worse.
Yeah, no, these ones are too bright. But I think, yeah, we should try one more that's a little bit lighter, and then we compare. But the thing is, people who are afraid of color, I think that'll be too much. For people who like color and people who are afraid of color, this will work for both of them. But I still do want to try a lighter one and just compare. And I'm glad that I've seen it because this is very not us, the shiny, but the matte side, all a bit of us. So let's see what happens when we reprint.
Matte versus shiny, every detail mattered. Then, with 500 meters of fabric on the line, a familiar enemy returned.
So the drama just doesn't stop. I'm heading to North York to our printer because I gave the go-ahead to go into full-scale production of almost 500 meters of fabric. And when he started, he noticed that the print was coming out lighter, so they print on paper and they transfer that to the fabric.
And then the test prints arrived.
Oh yeah, the print. Oh, the green is too bright though. Yeah, much better though, much better. Even look at this this green compared to what it originally printed, how faded that was. So much better. I think we completed the mission of recreating a print that's just very kind of just draws your attention in and catches your eye. I think we managed to achieve what we set out to do.
Before getting to the process of developing the print, each element of that print had its own origin story.
I'm trying to test like a more relatable abstract, right? Where it's still got the abstractness, but it's not just the fashion inclined that will appreciate it. That's really what I want to get out of this print. It's not necessarily something for people to get. It's adding these elements into the design that are thoughtful and intentional. Because you're not going to look at it and be like, oh, that's a river. But that's the point. You're not supposed to. If every place you've lived has some subliminal or overt kind of influence on the way you see the world, the way you design, your aesthetic, all of these things, right? As I'm talking through the design and the collection, I'm giving more insight into the elements. It's not to look like a river, it's just, instead of doing a random line, let the line be intentional. Let's use the shape of something to create this line which we would have anyway. Or let's say the flower itself is the ground, the bug could be the air kind of element, and then now bringing in the water, the sea element. I was like, let me look at one river in every city that I've lived in my life, right? So those yellow lines are actually like the rivers put together of the river leading to Lake Volta, a river in Preston, a river in Calgary, a river in Toronto. But then when it becomes to these plants, they almost stem from those lines, but now the stems become bolder.
For ISRAELLA KOBLA, a print was never decoration. It was documentation. Every revision, every conversation about whether the green was too bright, whether the lines held meaning, because when you demand purpose in every detail, the fabric stops being just material. It becomes the story. The Azara shirt, the Carter top, the Cassia dress, each piece carries that story. It was never just a pattern, but a map, a journey of where she'd been, pressed into the fabric.
Okay, bye.